Hear you. Hello there. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Geez, I feel like we're just about to pop into a Monty Python skit.
On this day,
Yeah.
Monty Python did something. We should find it.
Yeah, we should find it. I was actually thinking about. Did you ever see that one about what is that video that they did? It'll come to me now. I thought about it last night. Thinking I must go watch that again. Okay, it looks like we are live. Let's do this. Are we ready? Let's do it.
We are ready.
Let's bang it.
Are ready.
Hard. Yeah, baby.
Hello.
Wanna.
Fancy seeing you here. Hey, don't look now, but there's a red car behind you.
I know. Aren't I lucky? My daughter has come to visit me. That's a sign.
I mean, she could have parked outside.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just checking where the light's coming from and where the shadow's from. So maybe I must put this light this side. How's that?
Maybe that's what I need, is a little light in my face.
You need a selfie light, dude. You know, for when you're doing your Instagram posts, you know.
Let's have a look.
You cross over to the dark side every 5 minutes.
I know. Let's see. Does this help?
Using your cell phone. No, it's actually better.
I can't see a thing though.
I'm blinded.
Oh no, it's gone again.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll just plod along. Yeah, exactly. What is that thing when you were a kid and you in your bedroom?
I still do it. It's not about a kid. When you tell a ghost story,
but the question is, dude, who are you doing it to?
Sorry?
Freak them out. Yeah, sorry.
No, just myself in the mirror.
Oh yeah. So there's something strange going on here, and I can't see now either. You know, how's your week been, dude? We haven't. Well, listen, I mean, how's your month been? We haven't spoken for a month.
Has it been?
It has been.
I think we've missed 2 or 3 weekends.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm glad Oleg's here as well. You know, good effort.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. He's here in the spirit.
Yeah. All that plasma. No. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Same, but different.
We don't do the ratings anymore.
No, we don't. But we can. You know, we are the architects of our own demise.
We will break our own rules because we're rebels.
Yeah, because rules. What rules?
What?
Yeah.
I think I'm a 6.5.
Okay.
We don't do halves either.
Yeah, we're breaking all the rules today. Yeah. A 6.5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And traveling wise, I mean, have you been doing any traveling? Barcelona, motorcycle, Germany, motorcycle spotting.
No, I think I've been to Berlin since I spoke to you.
Right.
Did I report back on that was it. I was going to Berlin to see if the trend was true.
Yes, but you did report back on it.
I did report back on
Yes.
that. I haven't traveled since.
Yes.
I am returning to Germany. I'm going to Frankfurt this time in week after next.
Okay.
So we can see if the trend resumes or not.
Mm-hmm.
Where else am I going? Vienna. Going to Vienna in a few weeks.
Okay,
so we can test drive this theory, but at the moment, Berlin let us down a bit.
All right.
So saying that, I mean, I don't travel very far when I'm at home, but I'm seeing your bike all over the place. There seems to be an abundance here.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I suppose, I mean, there are popular bikes, no doubt. Although,
yeah, but these look like people use them for off-road.
No, it's true.
They got scratches on their boxes and yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually talking to someone yesterday. And I was saying, well, I'm actually at the point now. If I was to buy another bike, not that I'm going to, but if I was, I would actually consider going for another brand.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What, like
You just went to the dark side
KTM?
again. Yeah, no, maybe you consider going for a Triumph.
You've already got a Triumph. No, you haven't.
No. Not yet.
Um,
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
I mean, you seem to go through this periodically where you go, oh, could do with something fun. You go, oh, which bike haven't I ridden for a while? This one's just, I'm bored now. I could sell one of these, and you start justifying it to yourself.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I just need to look at my bank account and go, oh, no, fuck, it's not a good idea.
No, I see where you're going with this.
Can't
But
happen.
finance-
Can't happen. Yeah. No, look, bikes have become expensive. I think what happens, if you buy a
Why?
bike,
Because of import duties and exchange rates.
well, I don't know, I suppose just normally inflation. So I mean, like my bike, if I was to buy the replacement of that now, obviously it's got more features and all that kind of stuff along with it. But the equivalent model is probably double what I paid for it, if not more,
Oh,
more than double. So I mean that's quite a thing, And what I've realized is that it's this mindset of you buy something like a vehicle or something, and then you pay it off, and then you keep it for some years, and then you look and say, well, okay, maybe maybe I get another one, and you go, that's going to hurt.
I'm going to start this again. I just got over the last one.
Exactly, and I mean the thing is that like in your mind, the last time, okay, when you financed it, this is what it was costing you. Now it's costing you like more than double, and you're going, yeah, I don't know about this. So, but think about it this way: if you were changing your vehicle every 2 years, and you're in the cycle, not that that's a good thing, but getting a new vehicle or bike wouldn't seem that painful every time you did it. However, if you would, I'm assuming that if you were to look back 10 years and say, oh, okay, that's how much I was paying when I bought my first bike. Oh, and this is how much I'm paying now when I'm on my fifth bike. You would say, you could see the difference as well, but it's not as how can I say, as prevalent. If you
don't think about that so much because of the rate of inflation over that time period.
Yeah.
And interest rates all fluctuate. So you don't really think about it. There is a trend in the UK where people change their vehicle every 2 years. And I don't do a lot of mileage.
They have to because of this whole MOT thing, and how does that affect it?
The roadworthy MOT, yeah. No, I don't think that's enough of an influence. Because it's not that expensive to get MOTs.
Sure.
And it's quite easy. It's not like South Africa. I mean, I don't know. I think it's might have changed there, but yeah, you can just do it when you get your service done.
Okay.
It's fairly simple. No, there's a lot of people that don't see cars as assets. The cars here don't hold their values.
Sure.
The second-hand car market is only now that we're about to go into recession, only now second-hand cars are starting to hold their value a bit.
Yeah, geez, dude, they went up in value here in South Africa. Certain models.
Yeah, but traditionally people have changed their cars every 2 years. And a lot of people lease their cars. They don't own them because they don't see them as assets. They just see them as a cost.
Yeah.
So if you're going to pay X amount per month and have a nice car, in 2 years you can get a new car more or less the same price, and it's like a utility bill. You just expect that you're going to pay X amount every month, and that's the way life is.
Yeah.
You never expect to own it. So
yeah,
I don't do enough mileage for it to make sense.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is
for 9 years, 10 years, 8 years.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. And like, I mean, the way things are now, I mean, it's very, very difficult to justify going and spending a couple of R100,000 to buy a new vehicle, and it's going to sit in the garage most of the month.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you work out I don't know, we might have discussed this before, but I mean, if you work out how much it costs you per day of driving, yes, dude, it's expensive.
It's a different environment where you live, though. We don't depend on cars here.
Mm.
You can live without having a car.
Mm.
The public
Well,
transport is fairly good.
well, I'm surviving without a car. I mean, I've given that.
You've got a bike.
Yeah, I've got a bike. But I mean, the thing is that, I mean, I could just Uber wherever I want.
Aha, now you're starting to touch on this.
Yes.
Because I think in the future, people aren't going to really own cars unless you're a car enthusiast and you collect or whatever it is. You just what will happen is either we're going to end up with all the cars being owned by car manufacturers and insurance companies.
Sure.
And we just pay per use.
I think that's where it's going to go. I think I read an article and it was talking specifically about electric vehicles and the uptake of electric vehicles and all that, especially if you're going to get to the sort of like autonomous driving and that kind of stuff. They said in there that this is the way they see it's going to work. No one's going to own a car. All the cars are going to be electric. They're going to be autonomously driven. And whenever you need a car, you just hail a car. I mean, because I mean, also the thing is that, like, I mean, you don't have to worry about owning the car and maintenance and all that other crap that goes along with it. Fuel prices going up.
Fuel price, insurance.
MOT. Yeah, talking about that. Talking about the fuel price.
Yeah.
And it's not really about the fuel price, but it's about solar and electricity and all that. I mean, just listen to how this plays out in this country. Okay. I mean, we were a country that had the lowest or the cheapest electricity in the world at one stage. Okay. We've got coal coming out of our ears, power stations deluxe, all, I don't know, run well or not run well, whichever way you want to put it. Just give me a second. So I just need to sort my domestic out quickly.
You can have a domestic.
No, well, I'll ask my daughter to pay her, but obviously something's gone wrong with translation there. Just give me a sec.
Okay. All right.
Hold that thought.
I'll talk amongst myself here and keep the airways free. Let's see how many bikes he's got. 1, 2, 3. The sun looks like, what is the temperature there? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look to see what the difference is in temperature. I'm in the middle of summer and the Bearded Fen is in the middle of winter. So, yeah, here he comes. And then Andrew said, never again.
Geez, dude. I should have played some elevator music there.
No, I've been entertaining myself. I just thought I'd do. I'm in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of winter. Are you okay?
Yeah, my one headphone's not working.
So,
bummer.
We're in a heat wave here. We're now officially in a drought.
Yeah.
We've broken the hottest day on record a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And even now we're going through another heat wave.
Yeah. All
right. So this is hot. Anything over 26 is hot here. The country's not built for those temperatures.
Yeah.
All right. So your temperature today is a maximum of 24 and you're middle of winter.
Yes.
I see you've just got a t-shirt on.
Yes.
Yes, you must be frozen.
Frozen.
All right. So what's my temperature today? 33, which is bizarre.
Yes.
People are melting, man.
Yeah. You guys probably don't know what to do with yourselves.
Well, we have a drought, so now we officially have water restrictions.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah.
You know what's coming next, dude? The floods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got heavy rain coming on Monday. That won't help us at all.
33
today. My minimum is 15 tonight. Your minimum is 7.
Okay. Yeah, it does get a bit fresh in the evening, yeah.
We've both got the same chance of rain.
Okay. What, none?
Oh, it's going to drop this week, I see. Next weekend. Woo.
For us?
You drop it. Oh, actually, tomorrow you drop down to 17 max, 1 degree minimum.
Oh.
Ooh. So, yeah, if it doesn't rain here in a couple of months, we go into drought.
I sure it did.
So, global warming and all that, we're now having hotter temperatures, as everyone predicted.
Mm-hmm.
And we have water shortages everywhere. And it's not just the UK.
Yeah.
We've got wildfires all over Europe because it's so dry.
Mm-hmm.
We've got in Germany the Rhine River, which is a major transport network for Europe.
Yeah.
Is dry. Not dry, but
it's drying up.
The water level's low enough for all the transport to have to stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Sure.
So it's interesting times on this planet.
Yeah. Okay, going back to the story that I was going to tell just before I was
before your domestic.
Yeah, my domestic moment. So from the cheapest electricity in the world, whatever, to, shortages, power stations, poor maintenance and all that kind of lots of. So about a week and a half ago, I was probably sitting at 3 planned outages a day. And a couple of faults in between, so power goes off for 2 hours, comes back on again, on for 5 minutes, and then the power goes off for 4 hours because there's a fault, right? So anyway, so I saw an article during the week that Eskom is making its proposal to NERSA, which is the National Energy Regulator or whatever, for the new price increases. So obviously with all this stuff that's going on, increased price in electricity, obviously this outages and now people working from home, people are having to make a plan, so a lot of people have gone and invested in solar. So they've gone in, borrowed money, taken money out of the bond, maybe had cash, whatever, and they've gone in, put in this capital investment of putting this thing on their roof and their batteries and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So guess what one of the proposals is by Eskom? There will be a levy of 900 Rand if you don't use any electricity. So like if you've put in solar and you're not drawing anything from the grid, they want to charge you 900 Rand. It's like a levy for not using electricity.
Well, because they're theoretically paying for a maintenance of a connection to your house.
Jeez, dude.
I think that's a bit rude.
Yeah, I mean, you're already paying.
A bit rude.
No, you're already paying a service fee already every month for the fact of being connected, right? And it's always been there. So like if I turn my electricity off by choice before this era that we live in now, I would still pay a couple of $100 because I'm connected.
Sure.
No. They want to, and what I've noticed is that they've keep on changing the name of the levy, because like before it was the solar levy, then it was this levy, but effectively what they want to do is they want to charge you for not using their grid.
Do you guys have over there that because you've got a monopoly of an energy company? Do they pay for energy to come back onto the grid from the homes?
No.
Why?
Exactly.
They're missing a trick.
Exactly, dude. I mean, you think of it just from a political point of view, right? If you were to say, listen, as the government, okay, the energy company or Eskom must take back electricity, and the excess electricity that's put back into the grid, they give to the people that can't afford to pay for electricity. I mean, imagine what a political win that is. So you say to me, Andrew, previously super advantaged, white privilege, whatever you want to call it, you're living in the suburbs, you can afford to put solar on your roof. Actually, I'll give you a little bit of an incentive to do it. okay, I'll give you a rebate or whatever it is, or I won't nail you with these flipping levies. And then I say to you, I tell you what, you can put electricity back into the grid, right? And like if they were to subsidize the installation, all that kind of stuff, they could say, well, we'll give you 50% of what you put into the grid. I don't know what the economics are, but the principle's there. I'll give you 50% back, or I'll give you a portion back on yours. And then the excess we are going to redistribute to previously disadvantaged people. I'm happy. Yeah. I've got electricity all the time. I'm paying.
Sounds like a win-win.
Yeah, it sounds like a win-win. No, dude.
But they can't afford to subsidize that kind of infrastructure because they are in problems with their own infrastructure.
Tell you what, even don't subsidize it. But just
don't levy.
Tell me that 50% of what I put back into the grid, I'll get a rebate on. And the other 50% is going to be redistributed to people, previously disadvantaged people. There's nothing wrong with that. 75%, 25%, whatever. Give it a number. But just do it so that other people can benefit. And I, as a Southern, but don't try and nail me for doing it.
Is Eskom still a government organization, or is it privatized?
No, it's still government, but there was some, because they're in financial doing as well. So they've been talking about there being a private investment in it. I don't know if it would be controlling, but private investment, yeah.
Yeah, you need to create a bit of competition in that environment.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Who knows what's going on?
It's just getting worse and worse. And nobody thought this was possible, but it is.
No, well, I think what's making it worse is the fact that they're trying to nail the people that are going off the grid. You've created the situation yourself to make people go off the grid. Now you want to charge them for going off the grid. No. Either you supply me electricity or you don't. That's it.
So you said this is what was talked about in that commission about the new prices. Have they approved it?
No. I think it's a proposal.
Okay.
But it's not the first time they're making this proposal.
And where are the politicians in all of this? This is a major headache for the whole country. It's a level playing field for everyone. This is an opportunity for the government to make a name for themselves and improve their credibility. And if they're shying away from it, then that's damaging.
Yeah. I just want to see if they've... trying to see if there was any... Yeah, I just thought maybe I could just Google it quickly and just see exactly what they said. Yeah, no, it's not coming up straight away. Let's see here. Does it say Bose on there? If it says Bose on there, then it's... Yeah. Sorry, interruptions again.
So inconsiderate.
Yeah. I told him I was doing the fucking podcast.
Where's the producer?
Yeah, the producer's sitting in the garden, dude. It's on strike.
We're a professional outfit.
Yeah. I want to see if this is the article that it was. No, it's not. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's the deal. It's not the first time. Not the first time. Because like they said, when they say to you, okay, if you're going to put solar panels on your roof, you need to register them with the municipality. Exactly. When they say that was like 2-3 years ago, they said, if you're into solar panel installation, you need to let the municipality know. Okay. Why? No, it's just no. We just like to know. You know what's coming, dude. You know what's coming. Yeah.
I see the news over there as well, to change your topic. The suspects over the Zuma-linked South African riots have been released on bail.
Oh. What, have they released them to the public court of opinion? No.
Does this incite a kangaroo court, or does this just let them get off?
I don't know.
It's just asking for more trouble.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, so what's happening on the Formula One side, dude?
I'm starting to think on the Ferrari side that there's some corruption going on. There's something. They're making such bad decisions on a regular basis.
On the strategy, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like, hang on, are you trying to throw the race? Hang on a second. Is this a Hansi Cronje moment?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just bizarre.
Very, very bizarre.
And we're not here. I mean, there's everyone frustrated at the time, but then you don't hear anything about it.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, you make a mistake in one race, fine. But this seems to have been gone for the last 3 races. They've gone, oh, we're just trying different strategies. No, mate, you don't do that. You don't change that time. Me as a layman at home was going, what? And then the commentators are going, what?
Yeah, no, it is a bit suspicious, I must admit. But you know what I find quite interesting is that, Mick Schumacher is driving for Haas. And, I mean, it's summer break now. So this is generally when the contracts get spoken about and whatever. Yeah. And Haas was speaking to him about, obviously extending his contract and whatever. And then all of a sudden they halted negotiations. So I was reading the article and they were saying, oh, no, what happened was someone from Ferrari made a comment about Mick Schumacher's progress. Okay. Now, I think he's done pretty well this year. Like he's like turned it up a bit. I mean, he's consistently qualifying and finishing higher than he has been before. He didn't have like one race where he
slow start, but it seems to be going all right now.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is that for me, it's not like he had one lucky race and he finished in the top 10. I mean, like, I think more than once he's qualified in the top 10, and then finished in the top 10. I mean, I think he finished 6th not so long ago. And I think, I think that's like positive, it's like consistent, slow, but consistent improvement. So apparently now Ferrari says, no, he's not panning out to be as good as they thought he was going to be.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm saying, well, first of all, that's very rich coming from Ferrari at the moment, based on the kind of decisions they're making. Because even if you're doing well, who cares? Because I mean, if you're driving Ferrari, you're not going to do well anyway because of the strategy. But also now on the back of that, it seems that Haas has now said, oh, okay, well now it looks like Mick's got no other options in the paddock, so now they've halted negotiations with him for now. I'm not saying they're not going to sign him up again for next year, but I mean the pressure's off. It's crazy. So did you see that thing with Alonso and Pastori and Ricardo, and did you hear about that?
Well, a bit, because it started with Vettel retiring, announcing his retirement, and Alonso suddenly going across to that team to replace.
Martin, yeah.
And then I lost track of it.
Okay. Then what happened was Alpine got caught with their pants down because they didn't think Alonso was going to go. Right. But the thing was, it's quite simple. Alonso was looking for a 2-year contract. They were only willing to offer him a 1-year contract. And with Vettel retiring, Aston Martin said, sure, we'll give you a 2-year contract. What do you think is going to happen? Anyway, so Alonso goes. So then now Alpine's like a little bit like stuck now, you see. So what do? They decide, okay, well, they're going to promote their reserve driver, who is Oscar Pastori.
Careful.
Is his name Oscar?
That
would be very, very unfortunate.
Piastri. What's his name? Google moment.
Yeah. Anyway, so they announce him as their new driver, and no sooner have they made the announcement, he turns around and says, "No, I'm not driving for Alpine next year."
But does he have a choice? Oh no,
Well, it turns
his
out that
backup
he's
driver doesn't have a.
well
Go on.
with Ricardo potentially going. He's apparently going to McLaren.
So an Aussie to replace an
An
Aussie.
Aussie,
It,
yeah. That's it.
it is an Oscar.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that one wrong once or twice.
Yeah. I hope he hasn't got a girlfriend. Oof,
Yo,
said
too soon,
that.
dude. Too soon.
Edit.
Yeah, 7 years later, still too soon, dude.
Still.
Still too soon. Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically what's happened there. So, but then I saw there was some comment the other day about contract with Piastri. Come on, get it right. Piastri. That he might not be able to be released from Alpine. So gets all funny very quickly, silly very quickly. Anyway, yeah.
Well,
so
it's
that's
all part of the tactics when these negotiations are happening.
I
want you to show that you want me.
That is correct. Did you do you get to watch the Formula One, like the actual races when they happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you watch the last one?
Did I watch the last one? I think I did.
When all was Spa? Was it? It was the Belgian Grand Prix.
It was the.
When all
was it?
When all Verstappen just coolly drove up from 10th to first.
Through again. This is thank you Ferrari for your great strategy.
It's like parting the Red Sea. I mean the Red Ferraris.
Let's have a look. It was the Hungarian.
Oh, Hungarian. Sorry.
Because the next one's Belgium.
Okay, and the next one's Belgium. Okay. Yeah,
and
Hungarian.
then Mercedes. Because of all this, Mercedes are now making a comeback as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're actually doing pretty well. I mean, I must admit, must hand it to them. They've definitely hacked away at it. Yeah. Although I was a bit of a Russell fan. I'm starting to have my doubts about Russell. Just his sort of attitude. His driving his driving's pretty okay. I don't know. There's just something all of a sudden. There's just put me off a little bit.
I'm more in the Norris camp now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Norris is a cool guy. I just feel sorry for him. He's not having a good year. I mean, he was really having a good time last year.
Well, I expected McLaren to be more in the mix this year.
Yeah, we just see. Oh, excuse me.
Don't let me keep you up, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Pulling amps at your age.
Yeah, my age. It's almost bedtime.
I mean, I'm going to miss Alonso in the Alpine because he's been really mixing it up in it. Yeah.
He's driven well.
Cat amongst the pigeons.
I mean, the guy's 41. I mean, for a Formula One driver, that's pretty up there, huh?
Yeah. Vettel's how old? And he's retiring.
He's like 37, 38, I think. Let's check, yeah. Okay, first of all, let me confirm Alonso's age. 41, yes, he's 41. Let's say Vettel. Did you see Vettel's retirement speech thing that he did? I'll send it to you. It's pretty cool. I mean, I was, got a lot of respect for the guy. 35, dude. The guy's not even 36. 35. That's pretty early for Formula One these days.
Well, if you're not winning, I mean, he had all those years where he was winning, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean,
and
he's
then
won
he was
4
fighting, and then he wasn't, and then he was out of favor, right?
Yeah.
Then he was out the Red Bull team, and then since then, what fun could it be? Yes, you still get to drive a race car and tour the world, but I think the novelty's worn off. He realizes he's not going to get back into the primary championship winning car and team. So what's the point? He's achieved so much already.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, he's got 3 kids, I think it is, 2 or 3 kids. So he's just basically said he wants to rather spend his time with his family.
Of course. I mean, that's the standard outburst from the marketing team. It's a safe bet. I would just say it's about your family. People just go, oh, bless him. He's a good father.
So you're telling me I got duped? into feeling some empathy for this guy because he's made the right choice?
I'm not saying anything.
Fool!
I,
Don't be a fool.
I plead the fifth. I didn't say anything. I wasn't there. You can't prove a thing.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah. And how are we on the fantasy league
Well,
of Formula One? Or dare I
after
not
the
ask?
last race,
Yeah, dare I not?
I am now in first position. Well, I think I was.
Temporarily.
Actually, no. I think since our last podcast, I think
Yeah.
I've moved into first. But we've had another Grand Prix since then.
Okay.
And I'm now. It's a battle between Oleg and I at the top.
And I'm
There's
just battling with myself at the bottom.
You're playing with yourself in the last three positions, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah, no,
There's
let's not
1
talk about
point
that.
between Oleg and I.
Yes.
And I'm looking at this and I go, our teams are very similar. It's going to be hard for there to be a major change in all this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Let's not talk about that.
No.
That idea of yours. Hey guys, let's do a fantasy Formula One. Let's see who the best Formula One fan is.
Well, I'll just let you boys play amongst yourselves. How do I come back from that? I don't. I just can't. Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, no, it's still got legs. Just take it on the chin.
Yeah, I do. That's
and
if you
don't
can
suggest
find
it a
my
repeat
chin.
for next season. Don't say, "Oh, this is my season" in a few months' time when the new season ramps up. Don't say it. Don't say anything like that. I think I've got this, guys. Last year was a fluke. You guys got lucky, and I got unlucky.
Yeah.
Because this could happen again, and then this just gets more and more mileage for us.
Yeah. Thank you for that tip.
Okay, there's the advice. Let's see what the emotions do come February.
Yeah, zero emotions. Yeah. So just talking about that, even though there are rumblings about the Formula One being hosted in South Africa next year, still haven't seen anything official yet.
They have to announce it soon.
Yeah, they have to.
You've got to give time for the setup to be done.
What do you reckon the cost of the ticket is going to be?
Yeah, this is a problem. I mean, the first time the Grand Prix has been back in Southern Africa for many years, there's a big fan base there. People will pay whatever, so they can charge what they like.
Exactly.
I think I put it in the chat the other day. It may be cheaper, if they're not careful, it may be cheaper for you to fly to Belgium for the Belgium Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Than actually going to your one around the corner.
Yeah. It's quite possible. Quite possible. Yeah, because I mean they're looking at $5,000 a ticket there. That's the rumor.
The problem is there's so much demand. For the first year, people will pay that.
And it will be like that for a couple of years. Right. And then you're always in your back of your mind, there's always that possibility they're going to take it off the calendar.
Get it in while you can.
Well, you know what? I won't go for the first 3 years, but maybe in the fourth year I'll go. No, their strategy is not going to work. But I mean, this whole thing about them wanting to take Monaco off the calendar. What are your thoughts?
Look, I kind of get it. There's only so many fans you can fit in there.
Yeah.
The pit lane is tight. I mean, they have all the formulas racing at the same weekend. It's tight. There's nowhere to park cars. Pit lane's tiny. It's tiny.
But don't you think that that's just one of those races? It's a nice showcase race.
I think it should stay. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a boring thing to watch
there
because there's not a lot of opportunities to pass, but there are accidents. There's a lot of tight turns that you can miss and have to roll off into the safe zone.
Yeah.
And it is quite an atmosphere there.
Yeah.
All the way around, you got people, except even in the tunnel. I think you can. Actually, I don't know if they let you in there, but it's immense. It's the volume of boats beats the other venues with harbour.
Yeah.
The hotels on the roof, every layer of the flats that overlook the track.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the balconies. It's immense.
Mm.
The noise. I think I'd said it before because I went.
Yeah, once or twice.
I've been there, and it was weird because I was sitting down by the swimming pool and I could hear in front of me. You got the cars slowing down for the chicane around the
Yeah.
swimming pool, so that's got a sound. On TV, you can't hear the different engines,
Yeah.
but when you're there live, you can hear the different engines.
All right.
So you could hear it chugging down for the chicane. Then I can hear somebody going up the straight from the start line behind me.
Yeah.
And then to my left, I can hear them going up the hill to the casino and coming out of the tunnel. So you get all these sounds
yeah,
bouncing around that little area.
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
great. Yeah. Well,
So
the thing is,
that,
like,
I think it's part of the history as well.
well, this is what I was going to say, is that, like, in terms of from a driver's point of view, which are the races that they want to win, right? Silverstone is one of them. Monaco's the other. What other? Okay, Spa maybe. So there's certain tracks. There's certain tracks that, like, like you've arrived, that you've achieved something when you win that race. So you win Silverstone, you win.
As a Ferrari driver, you've got to win Monza. As a non-Ferrari driver, you have to beat the Ferraris in Monza.
Yeah, Monza. Yeah. So Monza, Monaco, and Silverstone. I can't see how they can take it away. But
Spa's
they probably
got a lot of
will.
history, but
they probably will.
It's
sad though. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So when's the next Grand Prix? Because I'm having withdrawal symptoms at the moment.
I think it's 2 weeks' time. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's see. Latest schedule. Where are we? May, June, July.
Belgian Grand Prix, 28th of... Yeah, it's 2 weeks' time.
Bummer. Bummer. They're doing the Netherlands again, dude. Did you watch that one? With all Max. That's like a slingshot. It's like a slingshot track, dude. Yes, because it's got those banked curves. And you just slingshot around there. So the Grand Prix that are coming, we've still got Netherlands, we've got Italy, Singapore, Japan, United States, Mexico, Brazil, Abu Dhabi. I wouldn't mind going to the Mexican one. Have you seen that one stand that's
through
like
the plaza?
Like, oh man, dude. But I checked, the tickets were sold at the beginning of the year. I checked.
It's big.
Tickets
and
are
it's only
gone
because
now.
of Perez that they're going to Mexico, because he's got such a
Yeah.
sponsor. There's a lot of money behind him.
But that
why should
Mexican race
America
is a good race, eh? It's a good race to watch. It's never disappointed.
Why does America have 2 Grand Prix?
Why do they
this
have
year?
2 Grand Prix? Well, I
Because they had
suppose
Miami early on.
yes. So I suppose you got to understand that the company that owns Formula One is American, and they're trying to.
Well, they're competing with NASCAR and.
Yeah.
I get that there's a lot of motorsport support out there.
Yeah.
But they're trying to compete with some.
But I think they're
trying
to.
Motorsport. It's a bit like if you like rugby.
Yeah.
You're either going to watch rugby league, rugby union, sevens rugby.
Yeah.
You're not going to go and pay a fortune to go try and travel to all these different things. It's too much.
Yeah.
They should keep it as a specialist event. But anyway, I'm not the organizers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's a lot of different sports out there.
Yeah, they're trying to promote Formula One in the US. Yeah.
I think Miami was a good event for that, but it's still very much seen as a what's the thing? A special event.
Yeah.
It's not the norm.
Yeah. But I mean, Miami was good, man. Really was good.
Yeah.
Really was good. Yeah.
It's hot down there for a Grand Prix, but then again, we
Yeah.
go to the desert.
Humid. Hot and humid. So, any special information for what happened on this day in history, or
On this day, not a lot. But today is National Day. Are you a left-handed person or a right-handed person?
oh, I'll leave that up to you to guess.
Okay, today is National Left-Handers Day.
Yes.
Sorry, no, actually, it was 2 days ago, Left-Handers Day.
Yes. Okay, now you know where I stand. Eh?
All right, International Left-Handers Day on August 13 recognizes all those individuals who have mastered using their left hand in a right-handed world. We take our hats off to you.
Thank you.
Left-handed, sorry.
Thank you. And I did right-handed as a left-hander. Go figure.
Well, this is it, and this is why it intrigued me. Because 10% of the population are left-handed.
Only 10%.
That's been fairly constant for some time. But it wasn't that long ago where parents used to always try and teach their kids who had a propensity for left-handedness to use their right hands. They were forcing them to use their right hands.
That is correct.
To try and, because left-handers were frowned upon.
Yeah,
because
they were
it
evil.
looks awkward.
They were
Yeah,
seen
they
as
still
evil. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, even with all of that, forcing their kids, lefties, to be righties as much as they could, they just ended up being more ambidextrous.
Yeah.
But even so, the percentages haven't changed. It's still 10%.
That's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder what the deal is.
They say left-handed children are normally descendants of either parent being left-handed.
Yeah, well, my biological father was left-handed. I'm left-handed. My daughter's left-handed. So
one of them is left-handed, the other one is right.
That's correct.
That's not 10%. You need to start chopping fingers off, mate. Force it.
Well, I suppose I should have tested the theory. I should have had 10 kids. And one of them would have been left-handed. Oh, proven.
Well, you've already had the lefties.
Exactly.
The other, you're just going to have to drown in the river because you're just bringing more right-handed kids into the world.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it, dude.
So if you sit in a booth, all right, say it's a shoehorn booth in a restaurant.
Yes. Which side do you get in on?
Which side? Where do you normally sit, and which side do you get in on?
I would get in on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Okay.
You get on the left-hand side. Let's see what it says here. Normally, left-handed people like to have their left hands free. So you should have got in on the right-hand side and sat in that corner.
But you see, the thing is, okay, here's the story. I'm left-handed and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not like a, how can I say, I'm not a normal left-handed person.
Because you've adapted to the right-hand world.
No, well, there's some things that I feel more comfortable doing right-handed than I do left-handed.
This is not uncommon.
Yeah. So if I play golf or cricket or bowl,
do it right-handed.
I do it right-handed.
Freak.
But if I play soccer or rugby, I kick with my left foot.
So half your body. You're not just a 1 in 10. You're a half a 1 in 10.
Yeah. And then
you're up.
And then just based on my sort of going to the gym and all that kind of stuff, my right-hand side is actually stronger than my left-hand side. So like if I'm lifting weights or my legs or whatever, my right hand side is stronger than my left hand side. Not much, but I mean noticeably different.
Okay. All right. So
Um,
your computer mouse. Do you use your right hand or left hand?
Right hand,
If you use your phone, right hand or left hand?
left hand.
So,
Bizarre. Play guitar, right-handed.
well, because most guitars are right-handed.
Play tennis. Go for
Right-handed.
it. Left-handed.
Shut up, man.
Shut up.
How can you play cricket right-handed and tennis left-handed?
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean,
but
you
you're
just
right.
make me feel
You're
awkward.
right in the sense that who knows? When I was a young kid and I was at school, then we were learning to play sports. That's how everyone played. So I learned to play like that. Would I be able to learn to play the other way? I don't know. But it feels awkward if I try it now.
Sure. I mean, it looks awkward if I'm
Yeah.
watching a golfer using a left-handed golfer using left-handed clubs.
Yeah.
It just looks awkward.
Yeah, it looks awkward to me too.
All right. So you'll be
Yeah.
pleased to know that lefties aren't left behind in the world, and there's been 8 United States presidents who are all left-handed.
Yeah.
Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Obama included. The Sistine Chapel and the Mona Lisa were painted by left-handed artists.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because I think they say that left-handed people are generally more creative than right-handed people. I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to check measurements. No, I can't see anything that says that. But but you know, this is the thing with this kind of stuff. If you spend enough time on the internet, you'll get 50% that'll say yes, left-handed people are more creative, and 50% will say no.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a foregone conclusion? Is it scientific fact? Who knows?
I think who knows.
But here's an interesting thing. That there's a large majority of the people that stutter are left-handed. Or is it the other way around? The majority of the people that are left-handed stutter. And I think you might have met me after I had stopped stuttering at school, but I used to stutter so badly at school. I couldn't even stand up in front of the class and do a speech. It was just impossible. Yeah.
Did you throw with your left hand and you catch with your left hand?
Yeah, I throw with my left hand.
You bowl with your right.
I bowl with my right, and I can catch with either hand.
And you write with your left hand, obviously.
I write with my left hand.
And if you are eating, is your fork in the left or the right hand?
My fork is in my left hand. But how do I cut my bread?
Right hand.
No, left hand.
No, this just feels weird. I'm going to change the topic now.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So, I mean, here's an interesting fact about being left-handed. I learned how to play guitar right-handed.
Yeah.
And after about 18 months, I hit a bit of a brick wall. And I just could not keep the rhythm, the timing. And my mate, who's a guitar teacher, one day realized, but hang on a second, you're left-handed. You should have actually learned to play guitar left-handed because your rhythm hand is actually your left hand and not your right hand. So I've got to learn how to play the guitar
Too late
again.
now.
Yeah, it's too late now. Too late now. Yeah.
Okay, what else we got? On this day, the American super swimmer Michael Phelps wins 3 gold medals in the same all. Okay, this is what stands out. He was a phenomenal guy who won lots of medals.
Yeah.
In 2008, he wins 3 gold medals across 3 different events, all in world record time.
Sure.
In one day.
Sure.
That's just ridiculous.
Peaked at the right time. Is that it?
And he came back after he was like, no, I've had enough. He came back.
Sure.
What else? On this day in history, they started building the Berlin Wall.
Oh.
which is a part of European history, I suppose. And it was knocked down 25, 26 years after it was built. But I thought it was built like straight after the Second World War,
Yeah.
because that's when the East and West split happened.
Yeah.
No, it was 15 years after the war.
Oh, wow.
So, like, why did they need the wall?
I don't
I don't
know.
understand.
Why did they need the wall?
It hadn't been there for 15 years, so why? Anyway. What else is going on? It would have been Fidel Castro's birthday today.
Oh, really?
He was 90 when he died 6 years ago. So he's about the same age as the Queen Elizabeth.
Jeez. And she's still knocking along?
She's still around. She doesn't go out in public anymore.
Okay.
The rest of the family have now taken up the responsibilities from her. Makes sense. I mean, she's been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
Florence Nightingale, she died on this day all those years ago, 1910.
Okay.
What got me was she was born in 1820,
Sure.
and in South African history,
1820s, dude.
1820 settlers was in 1820,
Yeah.
and she only died in 1910.
Yo.
And she became famous because of the war in Crimea, or what is now called Crimea.
Sure.
Jeez, you would hate to be Crimean. There's always conflict there.
Sure. That's crazy, man.
Okay, that's all I got for you today.
Oh, that's good enough. Left-handers. Yay, baby.
It's Happy Left-Handed Appreciation Day.
Okay, yeah. No, please appreciate
Now
me.
you have to go and drive on the right-hand side of the road to celebrate.
Yes, dude. You want to cause chaos, dude.
Well, it looks just as awkward.
Yeah, dude. When I've been to America, yes, and I'd like climb in the car there, and I'm on the side that I'm supposed to be driving. The guy's on the other side there,
wheel?
and then like no, he's turning into the traffic. I'm going no. Oh, okay, nothing happened.
I
so
quite like
awkward.
driving in America. It's lots of wide open roads generally.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I remember I hired a car. We did a road trip around Florida. I hired this car, and the whole week had gone well. And this was like the last day.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, I was on Sanibel Island, lovely place, and packed the car, got in the car, drove. We're driving to Miami now. The whole week I've been driving. I've been where you drive on the wrong side of the road. Focus, because your instincts and habits will kick in.
Yeah.
The whole week I was fine, perfect. This morning, I drove for about 2 or 3 Ks on the wrong side of the road.
Oh
And
my
happily
word.
having a chat and lovely day, great place. We'll come back and remember we did this yesterday. And something we went around. There was lots of corners. This is not a motorway highway. This is a windy, rural kind of road.
Yes.
Single lane both ways, and I'm going around corners quite happily, blindly. And I remember going around one corner, and there's this pedestrian. He's looking at me, going, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
And something clicked in my mind, going, "What's he looking at me funny for?"
It's like, oh my god.
And then I saw a car coming towards me, and I'm like, "Yes, I've just driven 3 Ks. If there was any traffic, I would have smashed them."
See, like for me, I suppose, like, and I mean, I really haven't tested the theory, but I would think, well, because things feel so awkward, you'd be like aware enough that, okay, you know that you have to do something. But being on a motorcycle, dude, right? There's no change in I'm sitting on the other side of the car, or if you know what I mean. That scares me.
Yeah, no, I can see that. At least when you get in the car, you're kind of reminded that you're on the wrong side.
Yeah. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Anyway, it was nice to finally catch up.
What episode is this?
90.
We made it to the 90s.
Yes, we made it to the 90s, dude. I don't think we're going to make 100 before Christmas, eh?
10.
Hashtag
There's
just
more
saying. Hashtag just saying.
I think you're right, because I've got a few holidays coming up.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like, how many weeks are there left in this year?
Oh, there's enough. There's more than 10.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, at the rate that we're going, we're like having one episode a month. It could take another 10 months. It could be this time next year.
I'm wondering, because we've talked about this, but I think I might be visiting South Africa early next year. So we could do a surprise 100th episode. That might
In
actually
the
be the one
flesh.
that I'm there. Yeah.
You see.
Can you imagine?
You see.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. You better have more details for the next episode, eh?
Yeah, we need to talk about this.
Maybe offline, eh? Anyway, dude.
All right, dude.
That was good fun, as usual. Well, I'll try and convince Oleg to get his planning schedule up to scratch.
He didn't respond to my message. He's going on this 4x4 course.
Yes.
If the potholes got that bad.
No. His wife's got herself a little 4x4, so there you go. Suzuki Jimny.
That's not a 4x4. That's a Suzuki Jimny.
I'll catch you next week.
Laters.
Bye.